Hey everyone, so this is a 2009 mazdaspeed3 with 147,000 miles on it, trying to track down an oil consumption issue. And so when the car is under boost or when it is idling, we tend to go through the oil pretty fast, about a quart every 500 to 600 miles. Under normal cruising, it seems to be okay. There still is a little bit of oil loss, so we think that this might be something either to do with the rings or potentially with the turbo seals. So let me explain what's been done so far. So we've done a compression and leak down test on this. Both were very favorable. About a 5% variance in the compression test and about a 10% loss in the leak down. You can see here are the plugs going from 1 to 4 left to right. There is some oil accumulation on the plugs, as you can see here. Can't tell, at least on the tips of the plugs, if there's any concern there. Did take apart the intercooler and the turbo inlet, and you can see that there's not a lot of oil accumulation in any of the intercooler. I've hung this upside down. It looks normal, a little bit of blow-by in there. And same with the inlet, which is somewhere down here. There it is. You can see there's some oil accumulation right where I was sitting next to the turbo, which appears to be normal, but on the back side I'm not seeing anything unusual here, mostly bone dry. So it's not getting a lot of blow-by, at least from the crankcase as far as we can tell. But we think that the turbo looks good as well. If I go in here and look down at the turbo, there is a little bit, sorry, bear with me while I try to get a better angle here. Alright, and there we go. So we can see that the turbo has a little bit of oil accumulation on the inlet here. There is very, very little shaft play. There's no in and out shaft play that I can tell, or very minimal. And the axial shaft play is probably less than 1 millimeter. So if I try to press this, it's really, sorry, my hand's in the way, but if I try to press it, it's not going anywhere. It spins pretty freely as well. I know it's hard to see, I apologize, but let me try to spin that. You can see it spinning a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And not really seeing any scrapes or anything like that, so looks like the, as far as I can tell, the shaft looks okay. Potentially maybe a leak on the seal on the exhaust side going into the exhaust pipe, but I'm not getting any smoke out the tailpipe. So looking for any opinions on what you think might be bad here. So far we think that this is down to the exhaust side on the turbo, potentially with the seal. We've also checked the PCV valve for one-way flow, and it looks good from there. Anything you can think of, let me know. Thanks so much for looking.